Sex with a Sagittarius is guaranteed to be a good time. What's up, YouTube? It's Sydney Island here. That's Island with the Y, not an S. And I hope this camera angle and the lighting and all that is good, because this is a new camera and I'm new to using a camera instead of my phone to film videos. Okay, so sex with a Sagittarius, sexual athletes. So let's start off with the erogenous zone of Sagittarius. The erogenous zone is the part of the body that gets a Sagittarius sexually aroused. Okay, so the erogenous zone for Sagittarius is the hips and the thighs. So touch and caress their hips and their thighs. When you're kissing a Sagittarius, hold their hips. This will get them really hot. Kisses, nibbles, and soft, touching with your fingers along the inside of their thighs and around their hips. Okay, oil rub down massages on their lower legs, because the legs is also part of their erogenous zone. So let's get into how sex is with the Sagittarius. What do Sagittarius like to do? What do they enjoy? And how do you attract them enough to have sex with them? Or how do you attract them to date them or be in a relationship with them, if that's even possible? Because Sagittarius, as we all know, have commitment issues, especially the men. So Sagittariuses are very exploratory, and a lot of times they're very exploratory in their earlier years. They could be very young, already experimenting with sex, already, these are the type of people that will have, started masturbating at a very young age, already having sex at a very young age. They're no stranger to sex. They start their life off ready to have sex, okay? Um, Sagittarius are not as serious about love and romance as other signs in the zodiac, like Cancer or Taurus. Sagittariuses, they see love as a challenge or as a game, and they see sex as a game. They don't see it as like a moment where two souls coming together and all that sappy, sentimental stuff. They're completely just not for that. Sex is just like a workout to them. Sagittariuses are like gymnasts and athletes when it comes to sex. Sex is more of a sport for Sagittarius rather than something that's spiritual or romantic or anything like that. Unfortunately, Sagittarius men do have a reputation for being very unfaithful. Okay, hence Beyonce's husband Jay-Z. She's made a lot of songs about him being unfaithful, or at least it's pointing to him. I mean, she's been married to him for so long that a lot of these songs have to be about him, right? She's released recent songs, about his infidelity, and he's a Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is, especially Sagittarius men, they have issues committing. They have issues being faithful because they always want to explore what's out there, and they hate being tied down, and they're very easily bored. And I've known another Sagittarius guy, he's with a good friend of mine, and he's been cheated multiple times. He'll say that he's done cheating, but then he'll end up cheating again. So love is more of an adventure for Sagittarius. And when it comes to sex, Sagittarius has an insatiable sexual desire. Okay, they want a lot of sex. They will have sex all the time. Not only do they have very high libido, but they have a really good stamina as well, so they'll have sex for hours. They won't get tired, because these people, like I said, are like athletes. They're built for sex a lot of the times, and they understand sex, and they know how to please you pretty much, especially on a physical level, and even more so on a physical level than on like a mental or spiritual level. That's not to say that Sagittarius can't be these things. Sagittarius can be very intelligent. This is a sign of wisdom and philosophy, so don't get it twisted. Sagittarius may be very interested in the physical when it comes to sex, but they do have a mind. They are very intelligent. And so I knew this one guy who was a Sagittarius, and I remember him saying, he was talking about his ex-girlfriend, and he was saying like that the best thing about their relationship was the fact that she wanted to have as much sex as him. I guess him saying that meant that Sagittarius, they have a really high sex drive, and it can be kind of hard to find somebody that wants to have sex as often as them. So he was like, score, I found a girl that wants to have sex as much as me. Like, that was the main thing that he really cared about. He wasn't really even concerned about the love. He was concerned about the fact that she always wanted to have sex with him. So many Sagittarius men are womanizers. They will have many lovers, many suitors or whatever. Sagittarius men and women will have many suitors, but the men specifically do have a lot of suitors, and because they have a good sense of humor and they're very honest and open people, a lot of people find them to be attractive. A lot of people fall in love with Sagittarius, but unfortunately Sagittariuses are so flighty and flaky sometimes that it'll be often unrequited love. Okay, Sagittarius will be oftentimes bouncing around from partner to partner, or looking at somebody that is out of reach, somebody that they're in love with, somebody that they most likely can't get, while there's many other people looking at them. They're not looking at those people that's looking at them. They're looking at the people that are out of reach, that probably don't even know that they exist. Sagittarius is a sign of freedom. Okay, so they do not want to be in a relationship with anybody that squashes their freedom. They don't want to be in a relationship with anybody that makes them feel that they can't just, in the middle of the night, go to another country. And this is why Sagittarius have issues committing, because they have a fear of their freedom being squashed, and they won't want to commit to you unless they know that you will allow them to have as much freedom as they crave. Sagittarius is often, because of this need for freedom, they often will marry late. They won't get married. Like a lot of people, like say Cancer or Libra, probably will get married in like their early 20s. Not all Cancers and Libras, of course. It depends on what's in your chart. But of all the zodiac signs, Sagittarius is least likely to get married young. So, how to attract a Sagittarius? Take them outdoors. Sagittarius are outdoor people. They love outdoor activities, anything fun and exciting, and plan something fun and active. We're talking picnics, outdoor concerts. Take them to all these different places. They'll love that. And one way to run a Sagittarius away is to impose your emotional baggage on them. They ain't got no time for that. Do not restrict a Sagittarius freedom. If you want to be intimate with them, or if you want to date them, if you want to have sex with them, allow them to be themselves and allow them to be the children that they really are on the inside. Sagittariuses, they don't mind quickies. They don't mind meaningless sex. They don't mind just getting it in and then moving on. They're not the type of person to linger on any one thing or any one person. They'll just be like, all right, we did it, now it's done. But when they do it, it's going to be quick, and it's going to be fiery, and it's going to be very passionate. But not passionate like a Scorpio. Scorpios are a lot of times emotionally passionate and spiritually passionate. Sagittarius is more like passionate about their physical skills, and passionate about how many times they can make you orgasm. Sagittarius don't mind having sex anywhere, and they don't mind trying all different types of positions. Sagittariuses are very experimentative. They love to explore the whole world of sex without any fear, without anything holding them back. They don't like any type of restrictions. They want to explore sex as much as they possibly can, and trust me, they most likely already have. They see every sexual partner as a conquest, as somebody to conquer, you know what I'm saying? They always want to prove themselves when it comes to sex. So they're really going to try their best when it comes to sex. They are since this is a fire sign, they're very quick and very active in the bedroom. I have never had sex with a Sagittarius, but I've done a lot of research. And it's very interesting, researching Sagittarius. It's not that hard to grasp, because Sagittarius is such open people. So during sex, they like to wrestle a little bit, They wrestling and tickling and giggling and all different types of stuff. Sagittarius may even be turned on by laughter and giggling, because again, like I said, they're very childlike, and when it comes to sex, they don't want anything to be too serious. They want things to be more childlike. So a good sexual partner for Sagittarius could be Leo, because Leo is the sign of children and love affairs. Also Aries, because Aries are also very physical people who have a high sex drive and a very impressive stamina too. And when it comes to having a sex with Sagittarius, you won't need to guess what turns them on, because they'll just straight up tell you, because these people are very, very blunt. Sagittarius can be kind of detached, but that doesn't mean that they don't want to talk about something deep. Sagittarius do have a reputation of having commitment issues and sleeping around and all that type of stuff, but since Sagittarius is a sign of wisdom and philosophy and higher knowledge and higher learning, after sex they may have a little pillow talk. And unlike Cancer, they're not going to sit there and talk about their feelings after pillow talk like Cancer. Instead, their pillow talk is more about the meaning of life. Okay, because Sagittarius are very deep thinking people, and they always want to explore the meaning of life. Okay, And these people, they love to travel, so they may talk about travel and what travel means to them. Sex with a Sagittarius, all in all, is probably going to be one of the most unforgettable, spicy, exciting sexual experiences that you'll ever have. They're sexual athletes, okay? It's a whole marathon sex is all Sagittarius, okay? So I hope that you all enjoyed this video. This was Sex with the Sagittarius. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video, and if the lighting and all this with this new camera was terrible, just let me know. I'll try to make some adjustments for y'all, okay? Because at the end of the day, it's all about you guys, the viewers, okay? It's so weird me saying you guys, but like all I see is a camera. I don't actually see a person. It's weird. This whole YouTube thing is weird. I'm still getting used to it. It's just weird that people are accepting of you sitting in a room talking to yourself. It's weird. But I'm talking to you guys at the same time. It's weird. So like, comment, share, and subscribe. I probably already said that. So bye-bye.